What's up, everybody? Welcome to Revival. My name is JJ, and it's time for part 2 of my Game Boy Advance collection. Alright, part 2, here we go. Like I said, I don't have a massive collection. This one actually might even go quicker than the last one. But it's you know, there's a lot of great games in here. I would love to get more games for the Game Boy Advance. If you have recommendations of stuff I don't have, especially like RPGs and that kind of thing, I still play my Game Boy Advance from time to time. I actually, first game up that I'm going to talk about, Tales of Fantasia, I just finished last year for the first time. I'm still going back to these games. This was an amazing game, by the way. Really, really enjoyed it. If you're a fan of Super Nintendo RPGs, I highly recommend checking this out at some point because it'll be right up your alley. And that is Tales of Fantasia. But yeah, it's had a blast with it. Any other games you can help me find that are similar to this, RPGs in general, or just good games on the Game Boy Advance. I know there's so many out there. I'd love to be able to build this collection up because I really, really like the system and the games and everything. So, yeah, I mean, anybody who watches my channel, you know what I like. So, tell me what I should look into. So yeah, number whatever it is after last week. Number 1 this week. Number 1 on part 2, Tales of Fantasia. This is the third video I've recorded today. I'm tired. I got pulled pork that I just made that is sitting in the slow cooker right now, and it should be done any minute. I'm super excited for that, so that's kind of what's on my mind right now. So I apologize if I feel a little rushed and whatnot. But I'm still gonna do it because I love this and I love you guys. Next game is one that I just picked up on a whim because it's a Shining game, and that is Shining Soul. I have not played it yet, but I would love to get into it because the Shining Force series is, typically tactical RPGs. So definitely want to give this a shot at some point. Made by Atlas. Atlas makes really good games. I'm super excited to try it. I don't know much about it though, so if you know whether this is really good or not, or if it's something I should just stay away from, I'm still going to try it regardless. But, if anybody wants to say like, hey, get to that really quick because it's right up your alley, let me know. So that's Shining Soul. Really, really excited to try that at some point. Next up is another one, Lunar Legend. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is like a watered down remake of the original Lunar Silver Star. Is that this one? Maybe not. It might not be. That might just be Lunar the Silver Star. I don't know. I honestly don't know because I have not played this one either. I just saw this in the store and I was like, hey, that's an RPG because I know Lunar and I want to get it. So I picked it up, but I have not played it, and it's really hard to tell with a lot of these games what they're like because I don't have anything in the box. So it's, yeah. But let me know about Lunar here because I'm curious as to what Lunar Legend is and whether or not it's made by Ubisoft, which is kind of weird. But I'm excited to try it at some point. We'll see how it goes. Next one has a bit of a funny story. That is, oh my gosh, those letters are small. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. So, I bought this because I, at the time, had bought like a one starter deck. I thought the show was kind of neat. I had maybe seen like 10 episodes total. And I was like, I'm going to get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Why not? And I got this, and I played so much of it. I played so much, had like hundreds of games on there, and I was completely undefeated against the computers. Now, granted, some of that may have been due to if I started losing, I would just reset the game because I wanted to keep my perfect record. Who knows? That may have been the case. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's not. Just saying that may have been involved. Regardless, I had a perfect record on there. My cousin, who was about 7 at the time, starts playing my Game Boy Advance and sees Yu-Gi-Oh! He gets really excited about Yu-Gi-Oh! I was not home at the time. He played it, and he either saved it or it auto-saves after losing a game. And I have not gotten back to it since because it broke my heart. So that's my experience with Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know a lot about like the in-depth card game or anything like that. It was fun. I had a good time with this. This was a just kind of a, I've got a little bit of time to kill, so I'm going to just relax and play a game or two. It was fun, but I will never forget getting burned like that. It is what it is. Next up is Dragon Ball Z collectible card game. I have played maybe like 15-20 minutes of this. I would like to go back and try it again. Mainly, I did not understand the game mechanics very well. I probably need to like watch a tutorial or something now at this point. I don't think there were any at the time I got this, because I got it like around the time it was new. But I would love to learn it, because it seemed like it could be kind of neat, and it's Dragon Ball Z, and I love everything Dragon Ball Z. Even games that I don't like, I will still try to at least learn, because I have so much fun with just the characters and the world. So if you know anything, if you have any good recommendations for tutorials, that kind of thing, on Dragon Ball Z collectible card game for Game Boy Advance, please let me know. Thanks. And then both of these here, one of them is, well, they both are Dragon Ball Z Legend of Goku, Legacy of Goku, sorry, and Legacy of Goku 2. So I honestly, like, these games are very hit or miss among fans. Some people love them, some people hate them. I honestly thought they were pretty good. I enjoyed playing them. I just liked going through the main story and seeing all the characters and going through the sagas and having fun with those, leveling up. Because at this point, what I wanted more than anything was just a good Dragon Ball Z RPG. And in the West, we hadn't gotten any. These were about the closest thing at the time. And so, like, it was obviously action adventure, but it did have RPG elements, and I had fun with them. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Those of you who have played it, because I know quite a few people that actually watch my channel are Dragon Ball fans. If you've played those, let me know what you think, because I've always seen mixed reactions all over the place. So I'd kind of like to get some feedback on what you guys think. People that I've talked to, every now and then. Yeah, let me know. And the last batch here. So these are Mega Man Battle Network games. All of them. If you go back to an older video of mine, it was the year that I met Adrian for the first time. It was at Retropalooza in Austin, Texas. Austin, Texas? No. Arlington, Texas, sorry. I have a friend who lives in Austin. But it was back when we went to Retropalooza 3 years ago at this point. And I remember wanting to get into the Mega Man Battle Network series. And I told him, I was like, because I didn't know it at the time, but he asked me, like, what are you looking for? We'll help each other out. We'll see what we can find. Everything like that. And we talked about this in a video that I did at that point. I think the video is just called like Retropalooza 2018 or something like that. But so we were walking around, and I must have walked around like 4 or 5 times. I had not been to a lot of conventions. I wasn't used to like digging in buckets and all this stuff and looking under every nook and cranny and everything like that. So I was just like, I can't find any Battle Network games. I did find a few other things I wanted to buy, so it is what it is. He comes up to me, and this is, again, after I have walked the entire convention hall like 4 or 5 times, and he's like, hey, did you see the Battle Network games? And I was like, no. And he goes, yeah, they had a whole bunch of them. I was like, what? So he walks me over, and he goes under a table, moves a couple of giant bins out of the way, grabs one that was in the back, and then lifts all the crap that's on top of it. And I'm like, dude, I never would have done any of this. Like, and this is why he's so much better at this than I am. he pulls out a whole stack of games that are in Game Boy or DS cases. And there's Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge, Mega Man Battle Network, Mega Man Battle Network 3 White version, Mega Man Battle Network 4 Blue Moon, and Mega Man Battle Network 5 Team Proto Man. All of them were in these cases, obviously. I honestly wasn't crazy about it at first, but the more that I've had them, because they're custom, these aren't how the games came out, obviously, but they're actually done really, really nice, and I actually kind of, I don't think it's too bad at all. So they're fine. They sit okay on the shelf and whatnot. But these are games I wanted to get into for a long time. Still haven't, even though I got these in 2018. But so it goes with collecting. But I was just so stoked that we didn't find one game. We found 5, which because they're different versions, it means there's several more of them. I definitely am super stoked to try these out. What's a good one to start with? Tell me. Let me know in the comments down below, because I've never played any of the Mega Man Battle Network games, but they seem fascinating to me, and I really want to try them out. So please let me know what's a good one to start with, because I want to get into it. Good stuff. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. That was my Game Boy Advance collection. I am gonna go eat some pulled pork now. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know the drill. Tell me what games I need to get to, as always, and what I'm missing. And like I said, I would love recommendations for different games on the Game Boy Advance, because it's such a great system still to this day. It's just awesome. Especially the SP, where you can just fold it up, throw it in your pocket, and you've got the Game Boy right there with you that you can carry around. It's great. I love it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And as always, keep on gaming.